real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Sharon Jones says she's been sober for 22 years, and she met the defendant in Narcotics Anonymous. However, Sharon says she suspects the defendant is still doing drugs because she acts like a dope fiend. Sharon is suing her former friend for unpaid loans. Defendant Irene Wilson says Sharon has some nerve talking about her being a dope fiend when Sharon is a known drug dealer. Irene claims it is common knowledge that Sharon sells pain pills, and she's countersuing for breach of contract, a plane ticket, and defamation.
Start with you.
I've known Irene from Narcotics Anonymous, but she's not practicing no principles or nothing that we ever read. Because she brought me a dope fiend move, you know what I mean? But
now, you're in NA now?
Yes, I'm in Narcotics Anonymous.
Don't they tell you not to hang out with dope fiends?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
you're hanging out with them?
Well, we're in recovery. I've got 22 years.
No, you said
clean.
she's still a dope fiend.
She's still pretending.
Well, then that's my point.
Okay.
So you breaking the rules, too.
Well, I thought she had 15 years clean.
Your Honor, she does not have the right to tell me that I have 15 years or tell me about my clean date. This young lady, speaking of dope fiend moves, texts me with a dope fiend move. This young lady sells her Oxycontins to young ladies.
How you know?
I seen it. Okay.
You don't have any proof, though?
No, I seen it. That's proof enough
How
that
recent?
I know.
That's proof enough for you?
Yeah,
How
proof
recent?
for me, proof enough for me to know, okay?
How
and
recent?
She takes it. She went to my church and nodded out. She's been to Vegas with
When
me and
was
nodded
that?
out. In May, she went to my church for friends and
that's
family
true.
and nodded out.
None of that's true.
Okay,
None
yes,
of
it's
that's
true.
true.
It's
None of
true,
it's
Your
true.
Honor. And Your Honor,
None of
she's
it's
saying
true.
You
that
take
I owe her.
Oxycontin?
No, sir.
Oh, my
I
God.
have lung cancer. I take morphine. 15 milligrams of morphine I take
Your Honor,
every
doctor
day,
gives her
twice a
Oxycontin.
day.
The neighbors know she sold Oxycontin, and that's how we got to this point with the
Oh,
plane
Lord.
ticket.
All right. Let her give her backstory, and then I'll allow you.
Thank you, sir. She introduced herself to me. She came to my house.
When?
Like 3 years ago. Introduced herself, said she was a friend of my husband's, and that she had known him a long time. Well, my husband told me, said, she's an earth disturber. There's trouble wherever she goes. So I said, okay, you know, I don't know her. I don't really know her. I'm going to befriend her. My husband died November 19th.
Sorry to hear that.
And so after it was over, after the ordeal was over, you know, Irene suggested that I needed a trip.
Your Honor, her
Why-
husband and
why
her
yet?
are dope dealers.
Ma'am, that's a no.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm not going to let you allege anything about her husband. Don't talk about her deceased husband, all right?
Yes, sir. The dope fiend move is, I'm not, she's the dope fiend, okay? She's the one who takes the Oxycontins. She's the one that sells the Oxycontins. I never went up to her and introduced herself to her. I've been knowing her husband for 20 years, okay? We were friends, and the reason why her husband got mad is because we had a 2005 Cadillac.
Objection.
And I
That's
wanted
not
to
true.
sell the Cadillac. They came with 20s and 10s and was up all night counting it. We found out that it was not legal money. It didn't come from a bank, and we refused. After that, her husband stopped talking to me. Her husband was very abusive, and she would say, Irene, every time he called me out my name, I am going to steal money.
All
We
right.
used to shop.
That's it about her husband. You're
Okay.
still saying it every
I'm
time
sorry.
he
We used to
calls
shop, and she would say, if the certain person asks me where I got the money from,
I didn't say
I'm sorry.
don't say his name. I said don't talk about him at all.
Okay.
Don't imply.
All right.
Don't speak in code about him.
Your Honor, the bottom line is this. If she had money to lend me $350, why would I purchase, this is evidence, why would I purchase a plane ticket for her, okay?
Because what?
Because I paid her cash for my ticket. I paid her cash for whatever it is that service she
That's
rendered.
not true. Every time he called me out my name, I am going to steal money.
All
We
right.
used to shop.
That's it about her husband. You're
Okay.
still saying it every
I'm
time
sorry.
he
We used to
calls
shop, and she would say, if the certain person asks me where I got the money from,
I didn't say
I'm sorry.
don't say his name. I said don't talk about him at all.
Okay.
Don't imply.
All right.
Don't speak in code about him.
Plaintiff Sharon Jones met the defendant in Narcotics Anonymous, and the defendant claims Sharon is a drug dealer who is known for selling pain pills to young women.
When did you all go?
We left May 5th. Let me tell you, we get to the trip, right? Irene is just a disaster from the jump. When we got to Vegas, I lent her $300. It's 3 women in the room. All right, we supposed to share the room. Irene ended up in the room by herself, right? Because she couldn't have the lights on, she couldn't sleep with the TV on. So I ended up, and the other young lady all ended up in the one room, sleeping together. We ain't complain, we on vacation. You know, she nitpick. Y'all not gonna clean the room? We on vacation. That's what they got housekeeping for.
What y'all need the light on for all night?
No, we didn't. We was watching TV. We didn't need the lights on. Whatever.
All night.
All night.
Well, not all night, but you know, whatever. You get up, you go to bathroom, you don't know where you at, you cut the lights on.
Go ahead. So you all wasn't getting along. She got her own room.
Well, we made do. We didn't try not to have no arguments or anything during the trip. Let me tell you, on the plane, on the way home, I got my earphones on, I'm reading the Kindle, I get a tap on my shoulder. Can you turn your earphones down? So I said, okay, I turned them down, figuring the earphones, you know, it's people. Can you turn them down some more? So I was like, the only voice I'm hearing is yours. So, you know, even then I said, we can't even go to the store together no more. There'll be no more trips. Okay, so I get back to Rochester, and I guess about a week later, she calls me and she asked me to loan her $50. She would pay me right back. When I asked for the money, she told me something happened, she had overspent, and she would give me back my $50 along with the $300 I had loaned her in Vegas. I don't have a lot of money, but I had put it.
When did she tell you she'd repay you?
She told me she would pay me the 1st of July, the end of July, or the 1st of August.
Okay.
Your Honor, I would not go to Vegas with $350 from Sharon. And the reason why I got upset about the bed is because she wanted to jump in the bed with me. I have a witness here.
Right.
I did not want her sleeping with me. Right. And my witness can testify to that. I never spoke to her since the trip of Vegas. We did not speak. Okay, we got off on a bad leg. We got off on a bad leg.
Why? Ma'am, be quiet. She allowed you to speak. Don't come in with dope fiend moves.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Here's a text message of me being the dope fiend, Your Honor. Your Honor, I sold her everything in my downstairs house because she had nothing. I sold her a dog, a Yorkie dog. Everything in her house came out of my house. Your Honor, I've been a friend to her to the end. What happened was, here it is.
She's denying and saying you owe her money. You say she owes you money. How do I know who's telling the truth? Are you all telling each other? You owe me money? No, you owe me money. You owe me money? No, you owe me money. Nobody admits to owing each other money in these private text messages.
Right.
So it sounds like you all both really believe it. What are you saying?
Your Honor, the young lady that stayed in the room with us at Vegas, she wrote me a letter also stating that she heard Irene say she owed me money as well. That's the only witness I have.
Let's see it, please. Let's see that.
Your Honor, can I speak? The young lady that stayed with us in Vegas paid us no money, loafed off of us the whole time, and hung with her. I rented the Jockey Club. We bought food. We paid for her to go. What's the Jockey Club? That's where we stayed at in Vegas.
You paid for everyone's hotel?
Yes.
Is that true?
No, I paid for my own room. I gave her the money to pay for the room.
Your Honor, that's my
What
witness.
do you want to say?
I want to say
you didn't contribute a dime either?
Well, I gave her money towards the plane ticket. She said she was charging everything on her charge card.
How much did you pay toward the plane?
$311.
All right, and how much were the tickets for the plane?
$311.
All right, and did you give anything toward, how much did you give toward the hotel?
I think there was like $300 for the room for that week or however long we were there.
Right, and you gave her $300?
Yes, I gave her cash, paid all my bills.
All right, and you say she didn't. No. And you owe her $0 because you never borrowed any money from her, correct?
Any money from her.
All right, she's just making this up.
No, Your Honor, she bought a Yorkie dog for me. The Yorkie dog bowels was going bad. She said, Irene, the Yorkie needs an operation for $1,500. Can you give me $350? I said, Sharon, not a dime. Not a dime. So the next month, I get a letter in the mail saying I owe her $350. That's
what I'm saying. So she's making this up. She's making this loan up. Don't hand him anything. I don't want it.
Okay.
Yeah. He don't work for you.
Okay.
All right. So when I want something, I'll let you know.
Yes, sir.
So once again, she came across country to make up this story about you owing her $350.
Your Honor, if I owed her $300...
I'm asking you.
Yes.
Okay, good enough.
Plaintiff Sharon Jones met the defendant in Narcotics Anonymous, and the defendant claims Sharon is a drug dealer who is known for selling pain pills to young women.
Your counterclaim, $1,661. How does she owe you for a breach of contract in plaintiff?
When her deceased husband passed, she asked me, she said, Irene, listen, I need somebody to help me pack immediately. I got to get out of here. She said, it's going to cost me a mint for packers in the truck. I said, Sharon, my brother packed the upstairs, I packed the downstairs. Her daughter was in the kitchen.
What was the agreement on payment?
$300, $350.
The exact amount she's suing you for, $350. Gotcha. Neither of you ladies have proven your case. You have a burden of proving that what you say, more likely than not, is the truth. You have not met that burden, so I'm dismissing your case. You have a burden of proving your counterclaim is true, more likely than not. You have not met that burden either for me, so I'm going to dismiss both your cases. You're both good liars. Have a good day.
I'm a dope fiend and I'm no good. I can furnish her a place and I can do for it. I don't ever want to see her again. I might mush her in a furniture. You a lie. That's my furniture in her house.
Oh, wow. Kill yourself.
Your mammy. That's why your kids is half breed.
You have a broke dog and then you got nerve to want some. Bro, it was broke when you sold it. That's why the rest of them died.
Your mammy
it
dog.
It looked just like you, your bull-faced
your mammy.
Have it right here.
Yeah, the dope fiend.
Don't even worry about it.
You owe her so much money.
Ugly, kill yourself.
Kill myself.
Don't even go through that.
That's you. You don't want to.
Your mama's still alive.